I had a subcontractor ghost me. No one's gonna say we saw your comment on Nothando's video. So if you really not load shedding. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nothando and I make videos on construction, which is the industry I'm in, lifestyle, which is my everyday life, and travel, because I just love traveling. So if you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for staying and for clicking on this video. Do not forget to like the video. Thank you. So on today's video, I'm going to talk about mistakes I've made as a quantity surveyor in the industry for the number of years that I've been in the industry. Some of them are embarrassing, but I'm just here to let you know, be better than me. Be better than moi. Let's get into the video before load shedding hits. So, number 1, sending unnecessary backup for things. Like, sometimes they're asking you for, can you please send us a bottle of water? And then you send the bottle of water, and then you also send a research paper about how this water was outsourced, where it was outsourced, which mountain it came from, and how it's filtered through the system of A, B, C, and D. And all we wanted was water. So this comes to like backup with clients. Don't send the backup unless they ask for claims, notices of claims. Don't add too much information where the notice of your claim is very simple. And then send backup as it's requested. Don't jump the gun. Sometimes it's unnecessary. Now you told them the waters are sourced from Mount Fiji, and they're like, but we wanted it from Mount Fuji. What are you going to do then? Because you decided to say a man's now from Mount Fiji, and you made a mistake, and then now it's a bigger deal than you could have just said, here's the water. You know, so yeah, don't send unnecessary backup unless it is requested. Working solo, I am the queen of I can do it all, I can fix it, it is me, I can do things on my own. And then I realized that as a quantity surveyor, you need information from other people. So the resources that I have, yes, they are enough. Like, you can read the emails, you can go through the BOQ, you can do everything you want, but sometimes you need clarity, and that comes from talking to other people, talking to the people on site, talking to the people who did the rates, talking to everybody. So working alone does not work. Ask for help even when something is done, and sometimes you ask for help and they don't even know, and that makes you feel better actually, because you're like, oh, I thought I was stupid, but no, you're not. It's literally like maybe like a collaborative decision. At the end of the day, you're working in a team. So asking for help, I struggle with it. I still struggle with it today. I think I even said it in my other video. I feel like that's the biggest mistake that I do, and it's very time consuming, because you literally will work on one problem for too long when you could have just asked for help. And sometimes asking for help puts you at ease, because you realize, because now they also don't know, and it's something that everybody like then comes together and tries to find out, or you don't feel as bad for not knowing, so you just keep doing the research. So asking for help, communication is a big part of it. And yeah, as an introvert, I struggle with that, but I'm learning every single day. So I am the type of person who, obviously when you're doing something, you want everything to go right? So I used to literally stress about everything. Let's say you've appointed a subcontractor, they're on the way to site. You've gotten some of the equipment. I even don't think this is my job, but anyway, you've ordered the equipment to be on site. You have done every single thing that you can, and then one thing goes wrong, and this thing is beyond your control, like it rains, and this causes a delay and extra costs. What is you putting your heart into it and like wanting to stop the rain going to do for you? Like, some things are out of your control, and you need to step out and put your heart out of it. Like, it's about your mind. So find the solution, solve for X using your mind, because your heart cannot take it. I remember that day, this is how you get ulcers. Like, put your heart out of it and work on finding solutions, especially if you've done your all to get where you are. Stressing about it and being like worried that like what's going to happen, and if it's something that you literally cannot control, is not going to help anybody. It's not going to help you. So my advice to you is to remove your zeal from the problem and just focus on finding solutions. I'm learning this. I've actually learned how to do this. Like, there's a project that did that to me the whole week. My heart is just like in there. I'm just like, okay, I've done this, I've done that. I had a subcontractor ghost me. They ghosted me. They ghosted me after I had done everything I could. You know how hard it is to upload a subcontractor onto the system and you are ready to pay them, and then they call you in the most chilled manner, like, we don't think we can make it. I'm like, do you know how many people I went through? You know how many prices I compared? You know how many ticks I had to, and you can't tomorrow, and you need to be there tomorrow, and you're gonna tell me today? Yo, I wanted to die. But then those lessons have taught me, those experiences have taught me, do not put your heart into it. Put your mind into it and just work on finding the solutions, because that was beyond me, that was beyond my control. And I know from the outside it looked like Nothando hasn't solved this issue, and I'm just like, ek probeer. Ek het al wat ek kan doen in my power. I appointed every, like, I did my roles. How am I going to control this person not pitching? So yeah, don't put your heart into it. Mind, solve for X. That's all you're doing. It's mathematics. You're solving for X. There's no heart there. I know it hurts sometimes and you feel like you're in pain. Like, it's like, I need to get it right, and you're stressing about it, but your heart needs to be in your pocket and your brain needs to be in your hand, and you need to be using your brain. Not outsourcing. Sometimes you feel like you'll be in more control if you're taking care of everything, but then you don't realize that, see, these people are actually making you do things that aren't part of your scope. And then if something goes wrong, you are to blame. You're trying to be nice, or you're trying to be like helpful, but it's not part of your scope. So you need to sometimes throw things back at the people that are giving you stuff to do. So like, if you can see your job description ends here and somebody's like asking you for this favor and you need to do this and that, and they're putting pressure on you. Sometimes they're not even grateful, like they're putting pressure on you, like, this needs to be done right now. You need to take a minute, pause, and be like, I'm so sorry, but this is not how we do things. That is not my responsibility. I'm not supposed to do that. You need to do that. So learn to outsource tasks to the appropriate people so that everybody can be responsible for what they need to do. I mean, when your name is on the line, or when your name is on you're trying to be nice, okay, initially, like, you had good intentions, but if something goes wrong, then So yeah, let everybody play their part the way they can. Play your part the way you can. Don't try to overhelp. Outsource what you need to outsource. Outsource as much as possible. Like, it cannot always come back to you because you thought you were like a superhero, you know. Always outsource what needs to be outsourced, or learn to outsource. I used to like take things. I didn't even realize. I'm just like, until like my manager was like, no, that's not your responsibility. That's on them. Like, you need to stop where the queue stops. You don't do A, B, C, and D. You don't. You don't. It was a whole argument. And then I realized, but yeah, you want to grow, yeah, you want to be helpful, yeah, you want to be useful, but there's a line that you need to draw in order to also save yourself, because it's easy for them to now put the blame on you. Not taking breaks. When I'm stressed, I literally just get into it. Like, I don't even have coffee when I get to work. So now I'm learning to break my time up, because at the end of the day, you still need to function as a human being. You need to eat, you need to have your your life needs balance. I'm busy checking the time for load shedding. You need to have balance, so you need to take breaks. What I have now introduced to me, because I've realized it's like a construction thing. We don't have a cafeteria usually when you're in the construction industry, or there could be one, but like nobody really eats at the cafeteria. People eat at their desk or randomly in the office. So what I've introduced now is to actually leave the office and like eat somewhere, like the cafeteria, like outside of this working space, so that I can, like, first of all, enjoy my food, take a break, and then go back a bit more refreshed. I know I had a colleague who used to always have lunch in her car. Like, she's like, this is her me time. She's taking her me time, so she has lunch in the car to just like recuperate and get back into things. So if you're working on a site that's like, there's no cafeteria or whatever, then go to your car and have your lunch. Take your break. This one I got for one of my colleagues at work is, don't be too quick to reply to emails. That's what she always says. Don't be too quick to reply to emails. She's like, pause, read the email, reread it again, and then respond. Sometimes we just like look at keywords, and if it's something that's heated, we like quickly respond, and then later on you're like, oh no, actually logo. So yeah, don't be too quick to respond. Read the email thoroughly and then respond. Maybe read it once, pause, go back to it again, read it to comprehend it, and then respond. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it was useful to you, and I hope you've learned some stuff. If you've made mistakes as well, please do comment down below. Guys, you can comment. Like, no one is going to tell your bosses. This is a safe space. Like, no one's going to see your comments and go to work and be like, oh, I have a YouTube channel, nobody at work knows. I'm lying, they do, but they act like they don't. So no one's gonna say we saw your comment on Nothando's video. So if you really, not load shedding. Anyway, welcome to South Africa, guys. Goodbye. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you later in another video. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Mwah.